Good to go.
Thank you very much, Eric.
Hello.
Well, good morning, everybody, and we welcome all of you. I'll call this meeting to order. This is the Lawrence County Board of Commissioners, our weekly public meeting. Today is Tuesday, April 14, 2026. A few items to go over. First, if you have a cell phone, could you please put it on vibrate or silent? We appreciate you doing that. Secondly, I'll note for the record that this meeting is being live streamed and recorded. We always begin the meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance, and then we'd ask you to remain standing, and we'll have a brief moment of silence. Commissioner Kennedy, would you please pledge?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Would you please remain standing? We'll have a moment of silence. Thank you. Vanessa, could you call the roll, please?
Commissioner Sinata?
Here.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Here.
Commissioner Vogler?
Here, we have a quorum. During the meeting, we always set aside time for public comment. We actually allow for two periods for public comment, one in just a few moments and then one before we adjourn. You're welcome to speak both times. If you just want to speak one of the two times, that's fine. Or if you're just here to listen, that's equally fine. If you do speak, we would ask that your comments be related to county government matters. If your issue is a federal issue, we would recommend you contact Congressman Kelly or Senator McCormick or Senator Fetterman. If your issue is a state-related issue, we would recommend you talk to either Senator Brooks or Senator Vogel or Representative Brown or Representative Bernstein. If your issue is a municipal, city, borough, township matter, we would refer you to your respective municipality. If it's a county matter, we welcome your comments. We ask your comments, again, be related to county government matters. If you do wish to comment, we ask that you try to limit your time to about 5 minutes or so. We would appreciate that courtesy. And that takes us down to public comment. If you do have a comment, we recognize you. And if you'd state your name for the record, we'd appreciate that. So at this time, are there any comments anybody wish to make? Hearing and seeing none, we'll proceed. Once again, we'll before we adjourn, we'll open the floor for comments or questions that you might have. The documents that I'll be referring to today are all available if anybody wishes to see them. And for Debbie from the Newcastle News, I'll give you my packet when we're completed. In our packet, under fiscal and contractual, hopefully everybody got a copy of the agenda. Under fiscal and contractual, we have warrant registers that are provided to us by the county controller's office. It's a listing of the checks that have been cut over the last week or so. These warrant registers are dated April 8, 9, and 10. And I'll give Mr. Sonata and Mr. Kennedy some time to look them over. And gentlemen, whenever you're ready, I could entertain then a motion for us to accept these documents.
I'll make a motion to accept.
I'll second the motion. Thank you both, gentlemen. Any concerns or questions? If not, we'll ask Vanessa to call the roll.
Commissioner Sinata?
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Under minutes and correspondence, we do have the minutes of the April 7 County Commissioners meeting. And once again, to my two colleagues, gentlemen, please take whatever time you need to look them over, and whenever you're ready, I could accept a motion for us to adopt the minutes.
I make a motion to adopt the minutes.
And I'll second.
Thank you both. Any concerns, gentlemen? Hearing none, we'll ask Vanessa to call the roll.
Commissioner Sinata,
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy,
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. We have 4 documents under written communications that have come into our office over the course of the last week. Let me enter them into the record, and then if Dan and Chris have any concerns, we'll certainly entertain them. The first letter is from the Hillcrest Group, which is an environmental consultant group based in Wexford, Pennsylvania, giving commissioners notification that Glacial Sand and Gravel Company, located in Scott Township, is providing notification that an application for a state-only operating permit will be submitted to the Pennsylvania Department of Environmental Protection, Bureau of Air Quality, for the above referenced facility, which is the Glacial Sand and Gravel Company's Harlansburg plant, once again in Scott Township. The facility is a non-metallic mineral processing plant, sand and gravel. It was recently authorized under plan approval number 37-00383A and is now seeking operating permit authorization. The facility consists of crushing, screening, conveying, washing, and material handling operations. The law requires that the applicant give the county notification. We do not have jurisdiction over this matter, other than the jurisdiction obviously rests with the DEP, but they are required to notify us of this application. The next letter comes from Frank B. Taylor Engineering. They're based in Scott Township. This letter, however, deals with the First Baptist Church at West Maitland Lane in Neshannock Township. The purpose of the letter is to inform the commissioners that the church intends to submit a notice of intent for a new National Pollutant Discharge Elimination System general permit for discharges from small flow treatment facilities, and a notice of intent for a new water quality management general permit for small flow treatment facilities. These applications will be made to the Department of Environmental Protection. The project description: a small flow treatment facility to replace the malfunctioning septic system currently serving the existing church and youth building located at 984 West Maitland Lane in Neshannock Township. Also from Frank B. Taylor Engineering, they are letting us know that Mr. Christopher DeVito intends to submit a notice of intent for a new National Pollutant Discharge Elimination System general permit for discharges from small flow treatment facilities, and a notice of intent for a new water quality management general permit for small flow treatment facilities to the DEP. This is a residence located on McGarry Road in Neshannock Township. Project description is it's a single residence sewage treatment plant to replace the malfunctioning septic system at that property in Neshannock. And then finally, from RAR Engineering, which is based here in the city of Newcastle, they are notifying us that the New Life Baptist Church, located on State Route 208 in Wilmington Township, intends to apply to the DEP for an erosion and sediment control permit, as well as a National Pollutant Discharge Elimination System permit, again, to the DEP. This is for work that will be done at that site in Wilmington Township. There are a couple of attachments, including a project location map. These are the letters that we received, gentlemen. Dan, any concerns?
No.
Mr. Sonata? Gentlemen, would one of you wish to make a motion for us to accept these documents?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second the motion.
Thank you both. Take a roll call, please.
Commissioner Sinata,
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy,
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes?
Motion carries.
Thank you. Under reports, commissioner reports and comments, and today Mr. Sonata gets to go first.
Thank you, Chairman. Just maybe 2 things. I had an opportunity last Thursday to stop out at the new facility in Union Township. They opened a new nursing home out there, right on West Washington Street. It's called Grace Nursing Home. And just got an opportunity to represent the commissioners there. And it's going to hold 39 beds. There's 20 rooms, and it is a nursing home, and it was well done. I mean, totally remodeled, redone, and it's right near my house in Gideon. And I was very impressed with the construction, how they revitalized that building. And there is a need in the county, and so I was pleased to be able to represent the county at that event. The other event, I had an opportunity Friday. I know that first, congratulations, Commissioner Kennedy, on your award on Friday. But I wasn't able to be there. But as people know, with the county, two of us go one place and one goes another. And I had the privilege or the opportunity to go to Johnstown for the County Commissioners Association District 2 meeting. And, at that meeting, it was very interesting. I got an opportunity to listen, and they pretty much explained to us about the school out there for mechanics to fix airplanes. We toured the John Muir Airport, and there's a lot of opportunities at an airport, things that more we can see in Western PA. And we have our airport in Lawrence County, and hopefully we can tap into some of those opportunities in the future. And the main gist was about drones. Drones are a big business. They're being used at all levels of government and private sectors right now. And that involves airports, and to be able to assist with crime, to be able to assist in fixing buildings. It was really an interesting meeting, and to get an opportunity to take the tour of the airport facility was a good thing. So that was pretty much my activities for that weekend. So,
Thank you so much, Chris. Appreciate you representing us out in Cambria County. Mr. Kennedy.
Thursday night, you and I went up to Shenango, Penn State Shenango campus for the, I'll call it the Lawrence Mercer County School to Work Program Awards event, along with two of our commissioners from Mercer County. And we got to present an award to the young kids. It was a nice event put on by them. So, the other thing, the Impact Awards were on, Forward Launch Impact Awards were on Friday out at SMPJ. Very well attended event. And it was a good morning for most of us. There was a lot of us there, including Joe and Amy, and it ended up being a nice day. Yeah, oh yes. I keep forgetting about you.
Oh, thanks.
How could I do that?
How could you do that?
I know. Yesterday, you and I got to go see Punxsutawney Phil up at the North. They actually brought Phil along with us, Joe, and we got to see the groundhog. So it was an interesting morning yesterday morning. That's all I have.
Dan, thank you so much. Dan referenced the Forward Lawrence Impact Breakfast, and we actually have two recipients in our room here today who were honored last week. Commissioner Kennedy received the Robert Del Signor Award, and Amy Stapleton was also honored. Help me with what was the title of your award?
The Community Board Award.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And it's well deserved for both of you.
Sam Biasucci, yeah.
Yeah, oh, that's right. You got the Sam Biasucci
Biasucci
Award.
Community Board.
I have to tell you, I had the pleasure at our table. I got to sit right next to District Attorney Lamon Kusa, and he and I were both reminiscing about what a fine gentleman Mr. Biasucci was. I'm sure you remember.
I do remember him, yeah, very early on when I started working in the banking sector. Yeah,
We miss Sam.
yes.
A fine person. So that's a real honor for you to have that award. So
it is.
congratulations.
It was, you know what, it was a very amazing turnout. That they've really upgraded that room. It was really nice. They did a great job.
It was a nice facility and
Yeah.
a nice morning to be out, see
Yes.
the countryside. But again, you two deserve the awards that you received.
Well, thank you.
Bob Del Signor and Sam Biasucci, two fine human beings. And It's well-deserved.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Congratulations. Mr. Kennedy referenced the meeting that he and I attended yesterday in Jefferson County. We belong to a group of counties from the Northwest. That 4 times a year, we move from county to county, and it's the boards of commissioners from those counties. And we spend a good 2-3 hours. We have some speakers. Yesterday, they had Jefferson County's tourism director and their county engineer talk about some things that are going on there. But as Dan noted, the Jefferson County Commissioners graciously hosted us in Punxsutawney, which by the way is not the county seat. The county seat is Brookville. But Punxsutawney is a borough in the southern end, and of course that's where Gobbler's Knob is located. And they have a gift shop and a fairly sizable meeting room. That's where we had our meeting. And always gives us the opportunity to interact with other commissioners. All 3 of Mercer commissioners were there. Butler, one of Butler County's commissioners was there. But Dan's right. They brought in the real live Punxsutawney Phil. The gentleman, his handler, had the top hat. You probably see him when they do that on February 2nd. Those men up there always have the top hat. And he gave us all the history of Punxsutawney, and it was the real live Punxsutawney Phil. So that was quite an experience. The final thing I'll note is, speaking of our Mercer County commissioners, our friends up north, at 1:30 today, the 6 of us serve as the board of directors of the governing board of West Central Job Partnership, which is a 2-county agency. And we're required to meet publicly. So today's public meeting of our board will be at 1:30 at the Mercer County Courthouse. And then 3 months from now, we'll be meeting here. So I did want to note that we'll be attending that meeting and that it is open to the public. So that's all I have. Thank you both, gentlemen, for your comments. We move on to new business, and we have a couple of proposals from the planning office. Amy McKinney, our planning director, is with us. Welcome, Amy.
Hi.
We have the first, what's the number of our first one?
59.
Proposed resolution 59, and this involves with the, I believe you're asking for authorization for us to apply for a grant.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That would be used for the establish bicycle trail rehabilitation project phase 3. And of course that trail, which the county owns and maintains, is based in both Union and Mahoning townships. But I'm going to give Amy the opportunity to give us any information you might have.
We have been chopping away at getting grant funds to do the rehabilitation of the bike trail, which is definitely needed. We do have a phase 1 we're getting ready to bid out here in the next couple of months. We're working with Taylor Engineering, where we receive grant funds from the local share account and DCNR. And that would be the first 1.25 miles of paving, but also all the drainage of the trail in the county. So that takes care of all the drainage. We're in need obviously of additional funds for the paving. You know, it's more than about 1.25. So we did submit another LSA to do the remaining of the paving, and we did not receive those funds. And then we did apply for another one, which we have not heard in regards to. So when these additional funding rounds come up that we're eligible for, we're applying to help, like I said, chip away at the money that's needed to do the repairs. So this comes out of the Department of Community and Economic Development. It's a Greenways Trails and Recreation Program, GTRP. We're asking for a total of $250,000, but the match would be $37,500 from the county. So, which is in our grants and programs line item. If we were awarded, we did hope to apply for these and get awarded. So I did budget for it. So the total project cost though will be $250,000.
Well, thank you and your staff for staying on top of this and all of the legwork that you do, leading up to this, the documentation, et cetera, and for your foresight in budgeting for the hopeful receipt of these dollars. Mr. Sonata, do you have questions for Amy?
No, I just think that the Stavish Trail is very vital for us, especially for the tourism industry in Lawrence County. There's a lot of people that use it, so we want to keep it as up to date as possible. I think the drainage, I think, Amy, is very important because that's what causes a lot of problems.
Absolutely.
I've noticed the last few years.
Yeah.
And, we get that taken care of, and paving is going to be important. We definitely say a mile and a quarter. So we definitely need this money to get the rest of that paved. Because I mean, it's just a beautiful facility. People haven't read a life on it, which I recommend doing it because it's a nice trail. That's all I have.
Thank you, Chris. Mr. Kennedy? Okay, thank you. This is resolution 59. It'll allow Amy and her staff to move forward. May I have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
And I'll second.
Thank you, gentlemen. There is no other conversation, then we'll take a roll call, please.
Commissioner Sinata,
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy,
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler,
Yes.
motion carries.
Proposed resolution 60 also falls under the jurisdiction of the planning department. I believe it was it last week we opened the bids?
Yes.
Thank you. This is the specifically the Community Development Block Grant Program, which are federal dollars that we receive. And what we did for fiscal year 2024 is we solicited bids for the fiscal year 2024 street improvement project. This specific project would be an improvement of Rich Avenue in Mahoning Township. I believe we received 3 bids.
Yes.
And you have determined the one that you folks feel is the lowest responsible bidder, and I'll turn it over to you to fill us in on any details.
No, Protec Asphalt was the lowest qualified bidder from all 3 of the other responses that we received. We also then forwarded on to Mahoning Township's engineer to get the okay from Greg, 'cause he's the one we've been working with. And he was satisfied with their bid document. So we would like to award the contract to them. This is a county project. It's county CDBG dollars. We also are the administrator of 3 OBOs. And then we also request applications from our non-entitlements in the county, and the Mahoning Township applied for these dollars, and they were deemed eligible. So these are county CDBG dollars going towards the Rich Avenue project.
Rich Avenue being a township-owned and
Yes.
maintained road.
Yes.
Thank you. I'll see if Mr. Kennedy has questions.
None.
Thank you. Mr. Sonata? Thank you. May I have a motion? This will again allow Amy and her staff to move forward as well as Protec. May I have a motion for resolution 60?
I'll make that.
I'll second.
Thank you, gentlemen. If there are no other concerns, we'll ask for a roll call.
Commissioner Sinata,
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy,
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler,
Yes?
motion carries.
Thank you. Amy, anything else for us?
There's a budget amendment on there. Would you need me to stay for that?
I don't. Oh, that's the lead hazard. No, I don't need to stay unless my colleagues here do. It's pretty,
Okay, all right, great.
I'll be over after.
Okay, thank you, Val.
thank you so much, Amy. Take care. Next item on the agenda would be proposed resolution 61. This comes to us from the Mental Health and Developmental Services Office, and the director of that office, Mr. Scott Baldwin, is with us. Welcome, Scott. Hope you're doing well. Good. You have a, looks like an adjustment for an existing contract with La Casa Personal Care Home. Is that the facility out on East Washington Street here in the city of Newcastle? Okay. I'll turn it over to you and you can fill us in on all the details.
Yeah, so this is a personal care home that we have some of our members that stay at. We had a couple additional folks go there that we weren't anticipating, so we're looking to increase that budget for this fiscal year up to $40,000, all paid out of the Human Services Block Grant funding, so no cost to the county. It comes up periodically when needs come in, went higher than we anticipated, so but the funding's there, and again, it's no cost to the county to do that.
Thank you for that. Mr. Sonata, do you have questions for Mr. Baldwin? Mr. Kennedy? I'll just make it, not a question, but a comment, let you know the meeting that Mr. Kennedy and I attended yesterday. Our mutual friend, Brynja Penyak, was there from Department of Human Services. It's always good to see her.
Absolutely, yeah.
Thank you.
Thinks highly of you.
May I have a motion for Resolution 61?
I'll make the motion.
And I'll second.
Thank you, gentlemen. Take a roll call, please.
Commissioner Sinata,
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy,
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler,
Yes,
motion carries.
thank you. Scott, I think that's all you have for us.
Easy today.
Thank you so much. Take care. The next resolution, it was what Amy was referencing. It is a budget amendment, which we periodically have to address. This involves a pass-through that we receive here at the county, specifically the lead hazard grant that is then administered by Lawrence County Social Services, if I'm not mistaken. Thank you. The revenue that we are receiving and then will be forwarded to them amounts to $1,375,000. So we're noting that as unbudgeted revenue. And then the expenses are broken down as follows. The administrative expense would be $21,470. The travel and training expense would be $2,547. And then the amount earmarked for the lead hazard sub-grantees would be $1,350,983. And again, this pertains to the lead hazard control grant. Joe, anything I've missed?
No, it just, we do that every year. So we receive those funds and distribute them out.
Thank you. I'll see if Mr. Kennedy has any questions. No, Mr. Sanada?
No.
May I have a motion for Resolution 62?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second the motion.
Thank you. If there are no other questions, we'll ask Vanessa to call the roll.
Commissioner Sinata,
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy,
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler,
Yes,
motion carries.
thank you. We have two transfer requests. The first comes from Judge Amodi's office asking for a $700 transfer from her temporary part-time line item into her subscription and book line item. The second request comes from Central Court. They are asking a $500 transfer from their contingency line item into that of subscriptions. Gentlemen, would one of you wish to make a motion to cover both of these requests?
I'll make the motion.
And I'll second.
Thank you both. Any concerns? Hearing none, we'll ask for a roll call.
Commissioner Sinata,
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy,
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler,
Yes?
motion carries.
Thank you. Well, we drop down to announcements. 1 week from today, April 21, we will reconvene as Board of Commissioners at 10 a.m. in this room. It's open to the public. Tomorrow, Wednesday, April 15 at 12 noon, the County Prison Board will hold its monthly public meeting here. Prison Board is a 7-member board based on state law. The 7 members include the president judge, the county controller, the sheriff, the district attorney, and the 3 county commissioners. Again, that meeting is at noon and it's open to the public. It's not printed here, but I'll just once again repeat that at 1:30 today, West Central Job Partnership Governing Board meeting at the Mercer County Courthouse, and that meeting is open to the public. I'll open the floor for public comment at this time, and we'll certainly call on you, and happy to hear what you might have to say. Does anyone have a comment? Ms. Prentice?
Thank you. You know who Mike Rowe is? It's a personality. He does the dirty jobs thing.
I live a pretty sheltered life, I must admit. Maybe, I bet Dan knows.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Well, I listened to a podcast. It was about an hour and a half long. And he had a assistant director, Michael. I'm just throwing this question out to and maybe meet with one of you to further understand this. But it has to do with the National Defense Industrious Base. And they are the jobs that are going to be needed, the jobs that are needed immediately. I'm so sorry, alarm. the jobs that are going to be needed, they're gonna be wanting to talk to, elementary school children to get them motivated into going into these fields for trade and things like that, to learn how to keep the military industrial chain going, making all the necessary things that we need. But it's opportunities for jobs, and I've heard a lot of different things pertaining to economic development and things like that. And so that's just something I wanted to bring out and see if you could dig into that a little bit. And of course, I would like to come and meet with, you guys to explain more on it. I just wanted to bring that up. It has to do with, they have scholarships and they will train people to do these jobs. So
Well, it's very timely that you're here today. Because yesterday at the meeting that Mr. Kennedy and I attended, pardon me, there was a regional representative from the office of Senator McCormick, or one of our two federal senators. And Dan, if I get this wrong, help me out. She indicated that later in the year, out in the Carlisle area, Cumberland County specifically, Senator McCormick's office is going to be putting on a seminar as it relates to economic opportunities for defense-related companies and employment, that sort of thing. Did I get that right?
Yes.
Okay. So it's your comments are quite timely. The other two suggestions I'll make, since you referenced children, students, you may want to reach out to Linda Jaworski-Rapone, who is the director of the Lawrence County School to Work organization. What Linda does in a nutshell, among other things, but she connects our schools with employers and allows for students to hear about what opportunities there are out there. In fact, Mr. Kennedy referenced the ceremony that he and I attended up in Sharon last week. Linda played a role in that. Now, I'm going to look at my colleague here on my right because he sits on that school to work board. And from the economic standpoint, of course, we have Forward Lawrence, who we've referenced already today, which is the county's economic development / Chamber of Commerce. And Mr. Kennedy sits on that board as well, so I just bring that to your attention.
Our next meeting is June 10th at 8 a.m. right here, and it's open to the public.
That's the school to work.
Yes.
thank you very much.
Yes, thank you. Again, you picked a good time. It's things we're already pleased.
Can I add on to this? A couple weeks ago, there was two guys from the Navy here in Lawrence County and Allegheny County touring different manufacturers. And we have two of them right here in Lawrence County. The Flowline Corporation and the Elwood Group that makes, Flowline makes equipment for submarines, and Elwood does the casings for bombs. So we do have some people right here in Lawrence County that are making military equipment, and they were here to see what they could do to expand on that. So they were here and they spent 2 days here. So I got to spend an evening with them at the Avalon Country Club for dinner with them, and very interesting of what they were doing when they were here.
Wonderful.
Thank you. Mr. Sonata, any response?
No, I think at any time that those opportunities are out there, we need to take advantage of them. I think that's something we've been doing for the last 2+ years, reaching out, especially our Lawrence County Career Technical Center. They're doing a very good job of trying to get these kids trained. The crop of students out there is amazing.
Our alma mater.
Yeah. We both graduated from out there.
Graduated together.
Yeah, what's happened, if you read the skills team, once again, it's won awards. They go back for many years. I used to hire them in the legislature just for the work they've done. And
that shows the type of quality of students they are. We have an opportunity, we'll be with them next Thursday, Chairman.
VOTEC?
Yeah, we get a chance to visit with the students twice a year. We sit on that board or we're part of that group.
For the 16th? Yeah, for the dinner.
Yeah.
For the lunch?
For the luncheon, yeah.
We go there and they actually.
Not the lunch. You're not out there for the night one then?
No, we get invited for the lunch.
For lunch, okay, I'm out there for the night board, yeah.
Or the day board. They actually, the students, they actually feed us the ones that are there.
Mhm.
And each time it's something totally different, they make from scratch for us. But we have a chance and opportunity to sit at each table, but we don't sit together. There are a commissioner at one table or a representative for another group organization. And there'll be 2 students and 2 adults per se. The kids tell us what they're getting into and all the kids tell what their opportunities are. So I think it's timely, as Chairman Boger said, what you're asking. They're ahead of it out there. And we want to see them continue to do what they're doing because they tapped into various segments and they shift with the economy. So if there's going to be more people needed in this field, they're always trying to make those changes and get these kids involved. Those kids are going to go out as long as they do what they're supposed to do. And many will go on to a further education, whether it's a tech school or a 4-year college, with the skills that they learn. And I go back to what I saw on Friday up at Johnstown. There's a school there that teaches them how to fix airplanes and doing all that. The school costs about $56,000. But the potential when they graduate from that school is anywhere starting at $80,000 up to $120,000 a year.
Well, this initiative includes scholarships
Yeah,
available
That's
as
even,
well.
that's good. But I'm just saying, this is an opportunity with that school will teach you it, and there is a need out there, and they're doing it. I mean, every small regional airports, they need to tap into that. They actually have charts with all the counties, including Lawrence County. We have an airport. I mean, I know they always want to try to expand out there and do things. So I'm saying is we can't underestimate that, because those are very good paying jobs, and we've had opportunities to work with some building trades up here. You've got the pipe fitters. You've got right located in Lawrence County, the IBEW 712 facility up in Shannon Township, which moved here a while back. So I'm saying these are opportunities for students to get these skills to go on and make very well family sustaining opportunities. If you can have that and you can do it, and the big question, they always say if you don't apply yourself and you really can't do drugs because they all drug test and if they pass those skills, guess what? You're pretty much set for life. So time waits.
That lunch is this Thursday.
Right.
This Thursday, yeah.
Oh, did I say next? Yeah.
That's this Thursday.
Yeah, it's this Thursday. Weeks keep rolling by.
So while you guys are out there, remind them that they should open it at lunch again. They really want to give them kids the right opportunity, right? Oh,
Yes,
we
absolutely.
ate in there all the
Yeah,
time.
oh, best lamb
They used to
salad.
come in, yeah. Pete ran it the way it should have been ran, yep.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of things they could do better out there. I disagree with the fact that they do everything on top of things. They're really not promoting it in the high schools anymore. There's a lot more that can be done. So if you're going out there, remind them what they used to do.
Mhm.
And their board doesn't always do the right thing either, because I was in front of a board member that was attacking us. Our age group that graduated out there was not impressed with the gentleman. And I explained that to him very thoroughly.
I've been there.
And that was last year. So I think that if you're going to be out there talking about things, you need to help them get back on plan. That restaurant should be ran as a restaurant. Those kids should have the opportunity the same way the other kids did. And we all competed in skills out there back then too.
Mhm.
Nothing has changed.
Any other public comment? Hearing none. Closing comments from my fellow commissioners, Mr. Kennedy? Mr. Sanada? No. Joe or Vanessa, anything we've overlooked?
No, sir.
Okay, thank you. Thank you all for joining us today, whether it was in person or virtually. May I have an adjournment motion?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second. All All those in favor, please say aye. Aye, opposed, same sign. Motion carried. This meeting is adjourned. Thank you, everybody. Debbie, I have your pen.
Hey, you wanna help someone start a restaurant?
Yeah, I'm,
Chip Abramovich is gonna buy a house in Bull Run, has a restaurant in the basement, or in the first floor of the apartment.
at the old